Welcome to our physical science class, children. In our last session, we have studied about what is force, how many types of forces, and deeply studied about non-contact forces. In this session, we will learn about contact forces. Children, we already know about contact forces. Contact force means the force which results when there is a direct physical contact between two interacting objects is known as contact force. So the first one is muscular force, second one is force of friction, third one is normal force, and fourth one is tension. These are contact forces. So here now we are going to learn about first force, muscular force. See children, here a girl squeezing a tube means the girl using some force by her fingers, and a boy pushing a table means boy also using some force by his hands, and a girl kicking a football, here also the girl using some force by her foot. In all these cases they have to use some force. That force exerted by their body muscles, that is called muscular force. In all these cases, their body parts and objects are in contact each other. So, muscular force is a contact force. Muscular force means the force which we exerted by using our body muscles is known as muscular force. Children, when we smile, our face muscle exerts some force to bring change in our face. Human beings and animals use muscular force to carry out their regular physical activities. Here, a man carrying heavy load on his shoulders using his muscular force, and the animals also using their muscular force to carry heavy loads. Here, human beings and animals use muscular force to carry heavy loads. Muscular force also responsible for inside body actions like blood circulation, expansion and contraction of lungs during breathing, heartbeat, etc. Muscular force can be exerted only through contact. So, muscular force is a contact force. Now, we are going to learn about friction. Here, when you roll a ball on a level ground, it moves along the ground. After some time, the ball gradually slows down and finally comes to rest. That means stops. So here, when you push a book on horizontal floor, the book acquires a certain speed in the direction of push. So the speed of the book gradually decreases, and after some time it stops. From these activities, what do you observe, children? Is there any force acting on them to stop? Yes, that is frictional force. The force which always opposes the motion of one body over the another body. That force is frictional force. It acts between the two surfaces. That means the ball and ground and the book and horizontal floor, which are in contact each other. So, friction is a contact force. Here, friction is the resistance to the movement of a body over the surface of another body. Now we see here friction is depending on the nature of surface. When we roll a ball on rough surface and a smooth surface using same force, what do you observe? In which surface does the ball roll further? See children, here the ball moves further on smooth surface than on rough surface. So that means the force of resistance to the motion seems to be more on the rough surface than on the smooth surface. So we can say that rough surfaces have more friction and smooth surfaces have less friction. How can we able to walk on the road? And how can we able to write on the blackboard? Because of friction. If there is no friction, we can't able to walk and we can't able to write and we can't able to do so many activities without friction. When we walk on a mud surface, it is possible to slip on the surface because of mud surface have less friction. So here the direction of friction is always opposite to the direction of motion relative to the surface. Frictional force arises when the surface of two objects are in touch with each other. That means these are in contact each other. Therefore, frictional force is an example of contact force. Now, we are going to learn about normal force. Here, place a book on the table. Is there any force acting on the book? Children, imagine the table has disappeared. What happened? The book will fall down due to the gravitational force of the earth. If the table is supported the book does not fall on the earth because it is supported by the table. Here, the table, that means the solid surface, supports the book against the gravity by pushing it upward. That is perpendicular to the plane of this solid surface is said to be normal. So here, the force that a solid surface exerts on any object in the normal direction is called normal force. In this example, the downward gravitational force is balanced by the upward normal force. These two forces are equal in magnitude but acting in opposite direction. So here the normal force exerts when the solid surface and objects are in contact. So it is a contact force. So we can say that normal force is a contact force. Now we will learn about tension. So here a stone is suspended with the help of a string and another end of the string is tied to the ceiling. Here, children, what will happen if the string is broken? The stone would fall down due to the gravitational force of the earth. Here, the gravitational force acting on downward direction, but it does not fall on the earth because it is supported by the string. So, the string is exerting a force on upward direction against the gravity. So, this force is called as tension, which always pulls the body along the string. So, tension means stretch a rope or a string. The tightness of rope or string is called tension. So, in this example, the gravitational force is balanced by the upward tension force. So, here the force is exerted when the string and object, means here stone, are in contact each other. So, that is a contact force. So, we can say that tension force is a contact force. Now, let us do a lab activity. Any lab activity, first we will write aim of the lab activity. Here, the aim of the lab activity is to find the limiting force that can be borne by a string. Here, the second step is materials required. Here, materials are spring balance and weights, and light strings are of 10 cm length and of equal thickness and weight hanger. So here procedure, arrange the system as shown in the figure. That means now we arrange the spring balance to the ceiling or stand and tie the one end of the string to spring balance and other end of the string tie with the weight hanger. Now put some weights on the weight hanger and observe the readings and put some more weights on the weight hanger till the string is broken. Now the readings of the balance when the string is broken, that gives the limiting force borne by a string. So here now we record the readings when the spring is broken. Here see children, first figure indicate the when we put some weights on the weight hanger, and second figure and third figure indicates the we put some more weights on the weight hanger. So the fourth figure indicate the when the string is broken. So here now we record the readings when spring is broken. So here now we draw the tabular form as serial number, type of string and limiting force. Here we find out the limiting force of using different strings. So here we write the observation, that is, as we increase the weights in weight hanger, the tension on the string also increases. So conclusion is string can hold up to certain limit of weights. This is called limiting force. Here limiting force of the string is, that is, tension. Tension which always pulls the object along the string. It has limiting value.